tonight, but if you didn't like it, then we will prepare a new one. I guess our colleagues liked it. Oh, right. Hayati, what would you like to say? Did you like it? Esteemed provincial heads, valuable heads of our women and youth branches, esteemed mayors, and distinguished heads of our provincial organization, dear friends at COS, I would like to greet you all wholeheartedly with love, longing, and affection. I hope that the consultations we will have would be auspicious for our cities, for our country, for our nation. I am very proud with the fact that our political party marks the 21st anniversary of its foundation. Hopefully, with a meeting that we will hold tonight, we will both celebrate our 21st anniversary, but at the same time we will assess the last 21 years retrospectively. Again, in this meeting, we will find a chance to share our ideals and our targets with our nation. As the AK Party, we were founded as the hope of this nation, and as the representatives of such a sacred cause, we started working. Thanks to God, we have never sacrificed from our founding values and our great principles, and without sacrificing from them, we continued with our sacred journey. Every moment, every day of the last 21 years, have passed by fighting. From the first day on, we have fought with the toothless supporters to certain gangs, from the media organs to terrorist organizations, all the way to the coup enthusiasts. We have been the target of the enemies of this nation and this country. From the Republicans' meetings to coup attempts, all the way to the 15th of July coup attempt, with shoulder to shoulder, we have overcome and thwarted all those attacks on these lands, on this country, and on this nation. We have expanded the area of liberties for our nation. Despite the terrorist organizations, we have strengthened the justice, safety, and security. And despite the toothless supporters, we made sure that the national will prevailed. Despite the ones who earned their incomes from the pockets of this nation, we have grown our economy every year. The mandate supporters who worked as the legionnaires of the Western forces, we have strengthened our foreign policy and increased the reputation of our country. With all the reforms started with the presidential system, we have undersigned to a silent revolution. During our term, the Republic of Turkey didn't only break 100 years old shackles, but at the same time, our country got rid of this caste system which was imposed to it. For many years, this Turkish nation has been treated as outcasts, and for many years, they prevented the sons and daughters of this nation to go to universities through artificial reasons. They said that you are a villager, you should stay in your village. You are poor and you should stay poor, that's what they said. You are worker and you should stay as a worker, they said. So during the coup attempts, they indeed prevented and sabotaged our country from reaching to its deserved place in the world. Our women have been discriminated based on the fact that whether they wear headscarf or not, and due to their clothing, our daughters have been sacked from the universities, and our youth have been subject to injustices due to their ideologies, and the fundamental rights and liberties have been understood as the privileges of the elite only, and we have put an end to this caste system as the Justice and Development Party.
Devletin, siyasetin, bürokrasinin ve iş dünyasının kapılarını
The doors of state, bureaucracy, and the business world have been opened for everyone without taking into consideration their ethnicities or their ideologies. And everyone with a clear conscience would admit that today's Turkey, with comparison to 21 years ago, is more just, is much more democratic, where there are the equality in terms of the opportunities. We are much more prosperous, and the Turkey is well off in comparison to 21 years ago. So the national interest and the rights of our country has been advocated in every platform, starting with the United Nations and many more. And today, Turkey is not drowned in the crisis that it is creating, but despite and under the harshest conditions, Turkey still continues to grow, superseding and surpassing many other countries. Today, Turkey is not begging for loans at the doors of the IMF, and Turkey is shown as an example among the developing countries. Today, Turkey, for its own national safety and security, is not seeking for the permission of anyone and carries out cross-border operation with its strong armed forces. Dear brothers and sisters, today from education to energy, from transportation to health, from defense industry to technology, we are writing a history and we are followed with great inspiration by many others. Dear brothers and sisters, all those developments are the signals and indications that what Turkey can accomplish as long as it is administered and managed by the ones who love this nation. So all those developments are also the concrete examples of the untapped potential of this country. Without a doubt, all those success stories are the masterpieces of all of us, and they all belong to us. Of course, all those success stories are also contributed by our great nation, who never spared their support to us in all the elections that we have participated in the last 21 years. As I have always repeated, we are indebted first and foremost to the support of our God, our Creator, and then to our nation. So this fact and these realities should be reminded to us and also to our colleagues at COSE. We should never forget how we come to this position, and we should never forget the heavy burden on our shoulders, and we should never forget our responsibilities even for a single moment. So all our success stories are thanks to the will of our God and the support of our nation. So with this reality in our consciousness, we should work even more every passing day. We should never forget that before the judgment day comes, first and foremost, we should judge ourselves. Having such kind of understanding, we should always thank and be grateful to our God. And our God has bestowed us with the honor of serving to this great nation and becoming the servant of this nation, and our God, our Creator, has bestowed us with the duty of embracing the most oppressed ones. So by taking this opportunity, I once again would like to remember and thank every one of our members in our political party, organization. All my friends at COSE, I would like to thank each one of them for their contributions to our cause and to our political party. Dear
Dar bekaya
brothers and
uğurladığımız
sisters,
büyüklerimizin, abilerimizin,
we have
dostlarımızın,
said our farewells to
evlatlarına
our
ve
big brothers and sisters. May God rest their
geride hoş bir
souls
sada bırakarak
in the eternal
dünya
life.
yolculuğunu tamamlayan
By
bu kardeşlerimizin
leaving
emaneti
a
olan
nice
Fatih Sancak'ı
sound
daha da
after them,
güçlüğe, namımıza,
our brothers and
ülkemize
sisters
ve
have
şehrimize
left us
aşkla hizmet
this
etmeye
political party,
devam
and we should really carry the flag of
Allah
our
bizi
political party higher and
sıratımızdakinden,
continue to
devlete,
serve for our
millete,
nation. May
ümmete ve
God never
insana
derail
kilit
us
yolunda
from the path of
ayırmasın.
serving to this nation, serving to
Rabbim
this
sevgimizi,
ummah. And may
dayanışmamızı,
God make
kardeşliğimizi
our brotherhood,
daim
our
eylesin
love,
diye
our
dua
unity,
ediyorum.
and solidarity permanent.
Değerli
That's what
yoldaş
I am
ve
praying
arkadaşlar,
for.
yapmak,
Dear friends at
kurmak
COSE,
ve ihya etmek zor.
it is easy to destroy,
Kolaydır.
but very
Bu
hard
gerçeği
to build and
merhum
construct.
Akif bir
This
asır önce
reality
şöyle
has
anlatmıştı.
been explained by Mehmet
Ben
Akif
yıkalım
as
şu
follows
dünyayı
100 years ago.
iki
If you
sarsılmaz
tell
bile
me let's
iki de
destroy
yeter.
Süleymaniye,
Hadi gel yapalım.
2
Şu
shovels
desen
will be enough.
bir Sinan gerek.
If you would like to build something, then you will need one Sinan the architect and one Süleyman the Magnificent.
Evet. Öyle kolay değil.
It's not easy to build and
Bu
construct
çarpıcı
things.
hakikati
So
2019
this
yerel
striking
idareler seçimlerinde el değiştiren
reality
belediyelerin beceriksizliğinden
has been shown
savunma sanayindeki gururumuz olan
in the incompetencies of the municipalities which changed hands in 2019 elections and also in any
bu
fields
hakikati
which involved the threats to our Akıncı national defense industry products.
artırılan
And
hesaplaşma
the
çağrılarında
lynching campaigns are on the rise,
kimi kendini
and
bilmezlerin başörtülü
the
kadınlarımızı
leftovers of the 28th of February
milletimize kurşun
coup attempt
FETÖ'cü alçakların
supporters
fotoğraf verme yarışından
are showing
bölücü
themselves.
örgütün uzantılarıyla
The ones who
işbirliği
were
yapma
shooting
pervasızlıklarına
at
kadar
our
pek çok
people
alanda
are standing
görüyoruz.
next to the terrorist
Son
organization
21 yılda
supporters. We
yaşanan
have seen
onca değişime
their
rağmen
ambitions.
millete
Despite all
tepeden
those
bakan
changes within the last
sadece
10 years,
sadece
there are
eğitim
still the
ve
ones who
bilgi
are
sahibi
looking down on our people,
Türkiye'nin kat
and
ettiği
the mentality
onca
of
mesafeye
CHP
rağmen
with such a looking
ticaret
down
ve
on
yandaşları
approach
değişmemekte,
do not
kendilerini
progress even one
yenilememekte
inch.
ısrar ediyor.
So the
Daha
CHP
önce de farklı
supporters
vesilelerle ifade ettim. Bu ülkenin
are
en büyük
still insisting on
demokrasiyi
not
içselleştirmiş,
progressing and developing
milletin değerleriyle
themselves.
barışmış, yerli ve
And
milli
as I
muhalefet
said many
açın.
times, the
Bu
greatest
ülkenin en
lack
önemli
of this
sorunlarından
country
biri
is the
siyasetin
lack of a
tabiatında var
national
olan
opposition
rekabeti,
party.
husumetten
One of the
ibaret
greatest
gören
deficits
kutuplaştırıcı
of
siyaset
this
tarzı.
country, unfortunately, is the way of doing
Ve
politics
Türk
by
demokrasisini
polarizing
bekleyen
this nation.
asıl tehlike,
The
inşa,
real threat that
imar
awaits
ve
the
ihya
Turkish
yerine
democracy
yıkmayı,
is opting
yok
for
etmeyi
destroying
siyasetlerinin merkezine
and
yerleştiren
eradicating
revanşist
rather than building and constructing
kritiklenen
things.
seçimde
Such kind
sandıkta
of
milletten
revanchist approaches are the greatest threats for the Turkish democracy. The ones who are beaten again and again in the national elections are unfortunately flipping for and hoping for the support of even the foreign forces and the Fethullah terrorist organization.
girişimlerinin hepsinin arkasında
Behind all the tutelage attempts as of 27th of May lays this Jacobinist
bunların silüetini
mentality.
darbelerden
When we take a look, we will see that they have opted for political murders to the street demonstrations. Their face will be seen in all those unfortunate events. And we unfortunately once again observe that the similar scenarios are at play as we are marching towards 2023 elections.
Türkiye heveslisi bu
So the discussions about the temperament of people are again incinerated and aggravated in the social media by the same forces. So all those judicial cases which are disclosed by our police forces are used in order to provoke our people against each other. The social fault lines are again provoked by the same circles. The bureaucrats who have no aims other than serving to this nation are clearly threatened by Mr. Kemal, and they want to make this state unfunctional. The institutions which are representing the national will is targeted and worn out deliberately so that the trust to the politicians can be diminished. Even if the time changes, even if the rhetoric changes, the game, this dirty game which is played, doesn't change. So there are still the ones who are attacking on our democratic gains and the future of our nation, and the sole actor of all those attacks are carried out by CHP, the Republican People's Party, as it has been the case for the last 70 years. People who think differently, who wear different clothes, are threatened by the Republican People's Party and try to be frightened by CHP. And as they are doing this, they are doing all those attacks without undertaking any responsibility whatsoever. So all those attempts are indeed showing their fascist and the arrogant mentalities crystal clear fashion. As all those attacks, as all those attempts are crystal clear, there are the ones who are taking their place as the side dish in the negotiation table of the main opposition party. So their judgment will be given by our great nation. As you know, we were in Çorum this week, and they have shown us a very delicious menu. And next to this delicious menu, there were the ones who sat in the table of six, and we said to them, Bon appetit. And let me give you the official figures. With the participation of 50,000 people, we have carried out a wonderful demonstration. Later on, we went to Hacı Bektaş, and again, the official figures from the Hacı Bektaş ceremony is approximately 10 to 15,000 people. They have attended our program, and I also would like to thank our Ministry of Culture and Tourism. They have prepared a wonderful program, and that night in Hacı Bektaş, without discriminating between the different sects, we have come together with our brothers and sisters. We have become one, we have become great, and we have strengthened our brotherhood once again and continue to our sacred path. In addition to all of those events, of course, we have also carried out the inauguration ceremony of our provincial organization building in Çorum. May it be auspicious for our cause and for our brothers and sisters in Çorum. Dear brothers and sisters, there are the ones who reject their past, even they are scolded by the CHP politicians and the authors. We will continue to provide services and masterpieces to our nation. After a while, we will discuss all those matters in the celebration ceremony of the 21st anniversary of the foundation of our political party. Dear brothers and sisters, I would like to greet you all once again with love and respect, and in the upcoming process, as the headquarters, as the women and youth branches, we will continue to work obstinately and without getting tired, and hopefully we will continue to our fight without ever stopping whatsoever.
Evet. Şimdi önümüzde de Allah nasip ederse
So if God is willing,
toplu açılış ve
we
mitingimiz
will
olacak.
go to Manisa to attend the mass opening ceremony. As you know, we will be in Ahlat in 25th of August, and we will be in Malazgirt on 26th of August, and we will do our Friday prayers together with the director of our religious affairs in Malazgirt on 26th of August.
Ona göre
So we will prepare ourselves accordingly.
Malazgirt'e de Cumhur İttifakı olarak
As the People's Alliance, we will go to Ahlat and Malazgirt together.
yolumuz açık olsun diyorum.
May our road forward be open. May you all stay healthy and safe.
Sayın Cumhurbaşkanımıza hitaplarından dolayı şükranlarımızı ve saygılarımızı sunuyoruz. Efendim şimdi Sayın Cumhurbaşkanımız izninizle partimize geçiş sağlayacak olan başkanlarımızın rozet törenine geçiyoruz efendim.
Çok değerli Cumhurbaşkanım, seçimlerden bu tarafa birçok belediye başkanı arkadaşımız Büyük AK Parti ailesine katılmak için müracaatta bulundular. Bugün de huzurlarınızda Batman Beşiri Belediye Başkanımız Sait Karabulut Bey'i davet ediyorum efendim. Rozet takma merasiminde bulunmak üzere il başkanımız, Gençlik Kollar ve Kadın Kollar Başkanımızı da sahneye davet ediyorum. Resim vermeye il başkanımızı.